Hello and welcome from Budapest. This is Hungary Reports from Public Media M1, bringing you the latest news from Hungary and the Carpathian Basin in English. I'm Árpád Szőci. Great that you can join us. Hungarian President János Áder is on an official trip to Asia, first stopping off in Japan. There, he'll be pitching Hungarian investments for water management and environmental protection. Before his trip, he talked to public media's Kossuth Radio about the Budapest Water Summit that just ended. He said that water has become a major topic, since without it, there's no progress. He also added that Hungarian products featured at the summit's expo could well help in dealing with water crises.
One of the most exciting events to date has been the Budapest Water Summit and the accompanying trade show. This is what President János Áder talked about on Kossuth Radio's Sunday program. He said that knowledge is not the barrier to dealing with the global water crisis. He mentioned Hungarian products as an example. Among others, they provide solutions for more efficient water purification, better soil quality and water management. The challenge is to prevent water crises, whatever they may be, because there are still parts of the world where it is still possible, but where they have already happened, unfortunately, there are quite a few such parts in the world, in Africa and Asia in particular. There we look for opportunities, how to adapt, how to reduce the damage caused by water crisis, János Áder said. When discussing the Hungarian situation, he said more than 90% of domestic water comes from across the borders. And from his point of view, we are vulnerable to water pollution and to those countries who partly retain such water. The head of state emphasized Hungary does in fact have enough water, but its distribution is uneven, meaning around 10% of the country is threatened by desertification. Unfortunately, part of the Danube-Tisza intermediate has a very severe water shortage, and in the next 15 to 20 years, a very large amount of budget resources, taxpayers' forints, will have to be spent to prevent this situation from getting worse, the president explained. János Áder also talked about the fact that the annual amount of rain did not change in Hungary, but in recent years it has often happened that 1.5 or 2 months of rain fell in one day, which caused flash floods and significant damage. Therefore, he believes that reworking the domestic water supply network is inevitable in the upcoming years.
Expanding Hungary's family support programs and creating a new economic defense plan are two fundamental issues that will be dealt with in the new parliamentary cycle. That's what the vice president of the ruling Fidesz party spoke about on public media's Kossuth Radio. Lajos Kósa said that the goal is for the birth rate to increase and also for the economy to further grow.
The Parliament is starting its autumn deliberations on Monday, with the session lasting 2 weeks. The House will suspend operations on the 23rd of October as it's a national holiday, but work will continue on Thursday when they'll have the closing debates regarding the national budget on the agenda. The session will come to an end on Monday, the 28th of October. We'd like to further expand the family support system because it's our aim for the Hungarian population to be on a path of growth and not stagnation, Lajos Kósa said. Expansion of the family support system is also expected during the autumn session of Parliament. Fidesz's vice president announced on Sunday in Kossuth Radio's program. Lajos Kósa added that the rate of population decline has already been eased, but a slight increase in the population can be achieved by expanding family policy tools, for which, as he put it, the party has quite a few suggestions. In addition, another economic protection program is expected because, as he said, they see unfavorable data over a long period of time in the European economy, especially in Germany. If we would like to keep up our rate of growth, then we have to work out and install a new economic protection program. Till now, these have been successful, as the Hungarian economy has been expanding, wages have been growing, and employment rates are up, the vice president explained. Fidesz's campaign manager for the municipal elections also said that Fidesz had won the election, but the opposition did in fact have some serious success. He added that the ruling parties received more votes than before, but so did the opposition. That is to say that it wasn't the scandals that decided the election, but rather that the opposition party's strategy was accepted by their own voters.
Those with Hungarian bank accounts have until the end of this month to finish handing in their mandatory data information forms. Financial institutions and account holders have already received an extension earlier in the year. The question now is whether another extension is necessary. The supervisory spokesperson for the Central Bank of Hungary, István Binder, said that not only do bank account holders have to hand in their information, but so do those who hold accounts for their health insurance or life insurance savings. He added that those who forgot to do so can still hand them in and don't have to do it personally. They can post it online. Hungary's annual National Gallop horse race took place at Híradó Square on Sunday. This iconic Hungarian location that is also a major tourist draw with its series of statues showing Hungary's history incredibly transforms itself into a horse race track with thousands of visitors cheering on the competitors. And when the grand finale finally came up, the end result was much closer than expected.
Kaposvár mögött jönnek a zöldek, ott van Heves és ott van Kővágó Szőlős.
Once the semi-finals early on Sunday were over, those who qualified for the final got ready for the 12th National Gallop on Híradó Square. This year, 72 contestants from Hungary and Hungarian minority communities in the neighbouring countries competed. Participants got to find out who was the fastest by going 3.5 lengths along the specially prepared track set up around the world-renowned Millennium Monument. Thousands in the stands cheered them on.
Izgulunk a versenyzőkért.
We're excited for the races, but the whole crowd creates such a great atmosphere that it will stay long in your mind and you'll want to come back, this fan said. Besides the National Gallop final, there was an international race as well. Some riders and their horses came from far-flung places. There were competitors from China, Mongolia and even South America. The horses were provided by the Bábolna National Stud Farm. The international race final was won by Britain's Lania Nicholas, who received her award from Hungary's Foreign Affairs and Trade Minister, Péter Szijjártó.
It was amazing. It was pure adrenaline. It was really good.
At the show jumping competition, competitors were able to clear first 190-centimetre poles, then 201. And after the Little Hussars Gallop final came the carriage gallop races in which emergency vehicle personnel also competed. Besides actual competitions, there were other colourful programmes to entertain visitors provided by horse archers, horse herd wranglers and stunt riders. There was also a reenactment battle scene of 1848, referring to the Hungarian Revolution against Austrian rule, with homage to the 15th Marshal Colonel Lajos Kazinczy. 5 finalists competed for the National Gallop title. After the first length, it looked like there would be a new winner in this competition, but it went right down to the wire, with last year's winner successfully defending his title. Arnold Nagyov Temerin in Vojvodina on his steed Fantasia made a historic victory.
Egy nagy kő esett le a vállamról.
This has been a big relief. People had been expecting me to win again. Thank God the horse and I were successful, the winner said. Arnold Nagy received the winner's wreath from the president of the National Gallop, Vilmos Lázár. Besides this, Nagy also got a hussar officer's sword from 1848, the race's purse of 5 million euros, or more than 15,000 euros, and a winner's plaque.
The Mačka Kör Children's Museum in Sopron, near the Austrian border, is showing an exhibition from Transylvania, Romania, as part of a series it has. The Artistic Association from Bolan Banya in Transylvania has been holding art camps for children and young people. And those works that were created there are now on display in Sopron until November 20th. The museum is open daily, except Mondays, from 10 until 6 at night. And the city of Eger in northern Hungary has another big tourist draw, this time a 30-meter-high Ferris wheel that can seat 80. This gives locals and tourists alike a bird's-eye view of the Baroque character of the city, at least until January. The 50-ton attraction also operates in the evening so that you can also enjoy the lit castle and basilica nearby. And that's all for now. But we'll be back again the next night live right after the news in Hungarian at 11 p.m. local time. You can also catch us in repeats and online. Please stay tuned now, if you can, for our new shows in German, Russian, and Chinese. Thanks very much for watching, and viszontlátásra.